Since he's our only son, he used to play alone with his toys, but only then did we slowly realize and noticed that he was not playing all alone. Welcome back to another episode of SYWK Podcast, where you can find everything related to the paranormal. It's been a while that I haven't released an episode because I was not keeping well, and by grace of God, I'm fine now. And I would also like to thank you everyone who sent me a lovely message to get well soon. I really appreciate that. Before we begin with the episode, there is one important note for people who listen to my episodes on any of the audio platforms. I would like to tell you that I have also started live streaming on my YouTube channel every Tuesday around 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So please do join me. And if you would love to share your experience, if you would like to talk something about paranormal, you can join my live streams and we can have a conversation. So I'll be waiting for you guys. So now let's talk about tonight's episode. It's a personal haunting experience from UAE, and I have got this story from a website called yourghoststories.com. Without wasting any time, plug in your headphones and enjoy. My name is Naveen, and I would like to share my personal paranormal experience in the apartment where I stayed with my wife and 2-year-old son in Sharjah. This is not just a story but a real experience that haunts us to date. It was in the year 2011 that we moved into the apartment, and on the very first night, my wife woke up from her sleep at around 2 a.m. saying that she saw someone standing near the bedroom door. I denied and said that this might happen in any new place. After this incident, 1 or 2 such incidents kept happening, and whenever my wife said something about this, I used to either make fun of her or try to convince her by saying that these are all your imaginations. She often told me incidents like lights getting switched off, TV channels automatically getting changed. Kind of though I believed in paranormal presence, but I did not want to show that, as she might get more scared. It was during that time my kid started walking, and it was during that same period when I got scared and understood what was going on in my house. Since he's our only son, he used to play alone with his toys, but only then did we slowly realize and noticed that he was not playing all alone. We could see him playing and showing his toys as if there was another person with him. Also, we noticed that our son often played at one particular place, and that place was where my wife claimed she saw someone standing on the very first night of us moving into this apartment. I felt a shiver run down my spine. On that same evening around 8 p.m, my son was there in the bedroom playing with his toys. We remember that we had switched on the light and we got busy doing some work. After a while, when my wife went to check on him, she was stunned to see the lights were off. My son, who seemed like playing with someone until that time, suddenly stopped and gave a creepy smile looking at my wife. On hearing my wife scream, I immediately rushed to the place and took my son out of the bedroom. We immediately came out of the apartment and went to a nearby mosque to seek some help from the priest. He told us that there is a ghostly presence in the apartment and that we should not stay there any longer. He also said that sometime the ghostly figure looks like me and sometime like my wife. And that's the reason my son was not scared at all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give me your feedback by commenting below, or if you're listening to this episode on any of the audio platforms, then DM me on Instagram. I would love to know your feedback. Also, if you'd like to support me, Please subscribe to my channel, like this episode, share it with your friends and family. I promise you all a lot of horror content coming your way. So thank you once again, and I hope to see you on my live streams and also supporting me by listening to all of my episodes. Thank you and bye.